Hey guys, this is Lal from Generous Lifestyle. Thanks for joining me today. In today's video, we are going to be discussing credit ratings. So first of all, let's just clear the airwaves. Do you need to have credit? And the answer is a resounding no. And you might be saying, but I've been told my whole life that you need to have credit to be able to buy things. That is true if you want to buy things by using debt. If you are able to buy things for cash, you don't need to have credit. I know of people that have millions of dollars in their bank account that don't have a credit rating because they never buy things on credit. You might be saying, I don't have $1 million in my bank account, or I don't have 10 million rand. I'm unfortunately in a position where I need to be buying on credit. Well, then this video is for you. So what is your credit score, your credit rating? It's pretty much a scorecard of your credit worthiness. So if you go to a bank for a loan, or if you want to buy a car, what they're going to look at is your credit score. And depending on what your credit score is, that will determine how much interest they are going to charge you on the amount that you want to borrow from them. So what does your credit report or your credit rating look at? It looks at how much debt you've actually got. It looks at how often you pay your debt on time. It looks at how long you've had your debt. And there's a few other factors. So if you are a person that uses less than 30% of the credit that's available for you, that's a good thing. And also, if you are paying your debt as and when it becomes due, that's very important. You don't want to default because that could affect the interest that you're going to be charged. And also, if you do default, people are going to charge you penalties. And also, if you can prove that you've got a steady track record over a number of years whereby you've been paying on time, that's going to boost your credit rating. So you might say, Lyle, I was young and I defaulted a few times. I just haven't been able to repair, or there's no hope for me repairing my credit rating. Well, that's not entirely true. If you've contacted your creditors and you've set up a payment plan, because I believe that if you borrowed from somebody, it's important to pay them back, and you've started to pay them back on time, and you aren't going above the 30% debt limit that's available to you, I believe if you start paying on time that you could actually repair your credit rating. It might take a half year, might take a year, might take slightly longer, but I believe if you honor those obligations, and in fact it's actually truth, if you start paying your debt as and when it becomes due, if you can prove that you've started to be more diligent in not just buying everything on credit, because remember, you don't want to go above that 30% that's available to you. And the 30% I'm talking about is if you've got $10,000 worth of credit available, try not to go above $3,000. Or in South Africa, if you've got 10,000 Rand credit available to you, don't go above the 3,000 Rand. That's normally a good indication that you're going to be able to pay the money back. But if you continue to pay, you will, and I can assure you, you will improve and better your credit rating, and this in turn will allow you to get a better rate if you want a mortgage to buy a house, or even it gives you some leverage when buying a car, that you can say, I've got a good credit rating and therefore I would like a certain percentage. So just bear that in mind, guys. It's important to honor your obligations, and as you do that, I believe that you'll have a good credit rating and you'll have some leverage to be able to negotiate lower interest on the amounts that you borrow. So have a good day, and I look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Bye guys.